All right, what's up, Flight Crew, man? It's your boy, Uncle Geno. Running the Flight Crew a little bit late today. I did have it recorded on my iPad, but for some reason I can't transfer that over to my YouTube. So I'm going to have to run this one ASAP. We are FTJ. We are DEFCON 3 Alpha, whatever it may be, whatever it is. We are in it right now. So I'm going to go ahead and try to run a preview of the matchup. I am in Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. We are on the road, obviously. It's a really nice town. I like the area. What I'm more interested is in the quarterbacks, the defensive line. There's a couple of seniors that are captains on this team that I'm really interested in seeing. I believe I went over this on my SoundCloud podcast earlier this afternoon. If you want to go ahead and catch up on the whole scoop, whenever this drops, it'll be up until possibly another couple of weeks. So we're at TorC right now. Their mascot is going to be the Tigers. School colors are going to be red, white, and blue. Crownpoint is going to be obviously red, white, and black. Home colors, you know what I mean? But we are on the road, so we're going to be wearing whites today. I think the way we're going to run it today is going to be white jerseys with red pants. It's going to look really nice. I'm really expecting a really good game. It could go one of two ways. It could be a defensive struggle. If it is a close game, I'm pretty sure Crownpoint will be able to pull it out in the end. They have that knack and that tenacity to get into game mode, especially the third quarter is going to become an issue. I hope the beginning of the third quarter we kick the ball away and we can have receiving at the beginning of the third. I want to get that ball after the half. That way we can run the ball and kind of flip the script on what we've been witnessing in the last couple of weeks. Crownpoint has gotten the ball early, and at half, defense had to make a stop, and they have not been able to run any stops. So I'm really looking at that one today. I covered most of this in the cast earlier. We're seeing some seniors here. We're going to have probably a really big arm quarterback for Hot Springs, throwing moon balls up to possibly his number one receiver tonight, which is going to be number 5. He's a senior, 6'4", 150. He probably runs pretty quick. As far as I can tell, they might be able to throw the ball. And as we know, Crownpoint has had issues with teams throwing the ball, especially deep. A lot of our cornerbacks get stuck man on man, checking their man, not looking behind them, causing fouls that way, getting flags thrown in their direction. It's an issue that we had to address at some point. We should be at mid-season form. What I'm hoping that Crownpoint will be able to do would be play at a playoff level. What I mean is everybody pushing the line, pushing the pile, the quarterback, the running backs, getting in there and pushing the line. I don't think that we can get away with giving them any free yards in this one. I don't think that's going to happen. We had to play good, solid, fundamental football. Our tackling is going to have to be on point, especially with the cornerbacks. He's a big guy, and we might have to run a safety over the top to give him some help. If that happens, we're going to have to run. Our linebacking core is going to have to run 2 on coverage, possibly 1 in, hopefully in spy, to keep the runners coming out of the backfield in check. That's been a running theme. I've noticed that Crownpoint has been bitten by long gains with runs that are coming out of the backfield. And tackling is going to become one of the biggest issues. We're going to need to be able to bring runners down at the point of attack. Some of the cornerbacks, they do have good closing speed, good burst to the ball. Hit power is going to be an area of emphasis we're going to have to work on this coming fall. With the cold burst of air coming down, it is playoff time. It is getting colder. Tonight, I don't know what the conditions are going to be on the field. It looks like wind's probably running around 15 miles an hour from what I can see out the window. It's coming out from the from west to east, so I don't know what orientation their field's going to be in, so I hope we'll be able to run it back to where we're able to have the sun at our back, or at least a wind. Because the way it's looking, if we're running this way, we'll have a definite advantage. If it is a stadium that runs north-south, the west side of the building is going to be an issue. The west side of the field is going to be an issue if you're going east-west. But if it orientation is north-south, that's just something for us fans to worry about, you know. Especially if you're like looking right at the sun. It's become evident. Sometimes some teams take advantage of those situations. Crownpoint amongst them. Home field advantage. You know, when you're kicking east, opponents are looking right at the sun. So that's Crownpoint home field advantage. And they might run something similar here, especially if they're able to play a good game. If they are very comfortable with their special teams and their passing attack, it could be a long night. I'd hate to say it, but maybe our defense gets turned around a couple times. I am kind of expecting it. I'm also expecting two really out of the ordinary plays tonight. Crownpoint, I think at this point, is good for two really just out of the ballpark plays that just happen to go the right, left to right. So, in saying all this, I hope you go ahead and check out the rest of my podcast. Hopefully tomorrow morning we'll be going ahead and have a 6-1 record. Tonight I'll go ahead and run the Friday night final. We are on the road, so it should be a good game. And I'm really excited because this is the first time we've actually been out of our comfort zone as far as a team. You know, we play native teams right around the way. And getting a little south of Albuquerque is going to be kind of maybe it'll affect us. I don't know, but I'll go ahead and cover that tonight. And I did have a question too earlier today from my brother. The captain did make a very good question. He did say, and I repeat, who do you think would benefit more from a district title, the boys or Coach Murphy? In my opinion, this is no brainer. I think the boys. Everybody complains and talks. Yeah. We say a lot of stuff about Coach Murphy, but is there anybody willing to take up that responsibility? No, I don't think so. Even myself. Am I willing to do that? No, probably not. So I'll complain about it, but there's really nobody. So no on that one. I think the boys have more to earn from this one because every year it's fresh. New recruits, we have seniors going out, we have freshmen coming in. So I think the boys on that one. So thanks for the question. It made me think a little bit, but like maybe 30 seconds because I had to think about from both ends. So excellent. Thanks for the question, Cap. So we're gonna go ahead and load this up ASAP. Right now we're in our Consequences, New Mexico. The Crownpoint Eagles are on the road. Let's get this one. We are currently 5-1. I'm sorry. We're currently 5-1. 1-1 on the road, which is interesting. We're drawing 50% on the road. So hopefully with this turn, we'll go ahead and run that at 66% at the end of the night, which would be great. And this could be a tune-up game, especially like I said, I want to see some playoff football, some really good tackling, and I want to see a lot of heart out there. You know, like I said, keep saying, you know, Crownpoint is the home of the hustle because you get that hustle, that hit, that never quit. And we're going to need a lot of that in this game, especially at the beginning of the third quarter. I'm really curious. I'm going to keep an eye out on that one. I'm going to try to go ahead and keep some notes tonight so that I can actually follow, you know, and give you some really good information. So that's just for me. And like I said, FTJ, this is a, all hands on deck, we're DEFCON 5. So we're going to try to get this out. We are currently about, 30 minutes? 30 minutes from kickoff. We've got to go in a bit. So I'm going to leave this video here. I'm going to load it up. And by the time you see me again, I'll give you some scoops on the end of Friday night final. All right? Peace out, team. Let's go, Eagles.